Helping your clients plan for retirement seems very complex.
Well, Nationwide's easy-to-use resources cut through complexity, so I can spend more time helping my clients.
Well, that's great, because the Greens retired and their son Kyle moved home.
Well, okay.
All of us here at IBD are excited to be able to offer you the ability to enhance our already proven trading strategies with the power of options. To learn more, go to investors.com/options.
Tastyworks earned the #1 spot in this year's Best Online Brokers Report from IBD. And on January 21st, Tastyworks parent company tastytrade announced a $1 billion acquisition by IG Group. 2 days before that announcement, we caught up with tastytrade founder and co-CEO Tom Sosnoff to discuss what sets Tastyworks apart from the competition. Take a look. So Tom, Tastyworks, it's a pretty young brokerage. It's been available to the public for only a couple of years now, but there's a lot of really deep expertise you and the team are bringing to the table here.
Yeah, we launched Tastyworks on January 2nd of 2017. We're talking 4 years at this point. But this group has been together. We joined forces together in 1999, and we built, our prior company was Thinkorswim, of which we were publicly traded. We sold it to TD Ameritrade, and then we started tastytrade. It's the same team, really the same 7, 8 people that started Thinkorswim started tastytrade. We put the band back together. And so, you know, it's kind of, those are my friends.
Great. Well, it seems like your bread and butter is the options market. And that's an area in particular where Tastyworks seems to stand out. So what are you guys doing that others aren't?
Well, we kind of grew up in our professional careers as market makers, you know, on the floor of the CBOE. All of us did. That 20 years ago started, we spent almost 20 years on the floor of the CBOE, and then we started Thinkorswim, and then we obviously started Tasty. And so I think a little bit of it has to do with just our background and kind of our know-how, our areas of expertise, so to speak, where we thought we were not going to be disadvantaged against anybody else was in, you know, the options and was in the option space. I think what we've learned over the last, you know, 20 years or so is that the strength of our business does come from our know-how, and that really turned out to be a lot more of an advantage than we originally thought it would be.
Interesting. And, you know, within the last month or so, we saw Tastyworks come out with a profit and loss tracking tool integrated directly into the platform. So talk to us about the role that technology and the cutting edge of it is really coming to life with Tastyworks and these new tools that you're offering to your audience and those who are with the brokerage.
About 20 years ago, we figured that, you know what, to do something different, to be a differentiator, you really had to build differentiating technology. And so we started down that path, and we have kept basically our technology team together for that long. And what really separates us is our ability to challenge customers. Like, we don't build If you wrote me an email and said, hey, Tom, I really need this thing, whatever that feature is, we don't build it. We only build what we think, and I know this sounds like kind of crazy and maybe it's a little conceited or egotistical, but it's not. Ultimately, we want to build what we believe is the next generation of self-directed investors, wherever that engagement, that empowerment comes from. So we build the stuff that we think is going to change the game, that really is differentiators. What we launched recently that you're referring to was something called option chains. And this is the first piece of functionality on any retail platform that essentially lets you automatically just track everything that you've done. In the option world, there's lots of adjustments. Like you might sell a spread, then you might adjust the strikes, and you might adjust the month, and you might do everything, and keep rolling it forward. Our technology does it all for you and lets you track that specific trade. And or that multiple trades. It could be up to 100 different trades. And it's really cool, kind of groundbreaking technology. And that's our big release, recently.
Great. And you mentioned self-directed investors. So how has Tastyworks business changed over the last year, in particular with this increased interest in investing we've seen from retail traders? And what have you done to capitalize on that?
Well, obviously the pandemic's, it's a biological pandemic is something that none of us had it wasn't in our playbook. Nobody thought that was ever going to happen. We're a firm that does not offer managed products. We do not manage anybody's money, and we don't service professionals or, money managers or anything like that. So we are 100% self-directed retail customers, no prop firms, no hedge funds, nothing. So our whole business has always been self-directed investors. And this is basically since last March to wherever we are today, this is kind of the event that triggered the transition from passive to active. Sometimes you just got to get lucky and just be in the right place at the right time. And maybe that's where we were.
And speaking of passive to active cost, there is obviously a factor. How does Tastyworks stand out on that front?
Well, obviously for stocks, we don't charge anything. So there's no, and for options, we're either the lowest or we're not free. So we don't charge customers to close orders. So we only charge you a small amount to open, and then we cap everything with a max of $10. So we're the only software-based firm. We're the only major firm. There are free apps, obviously. We even have our own free app called Dough. And so there's plenty of free apps out there, but they don't offer anywhere near the technology and really the front end power that we do and all the products. And we're product indifferent, we're strategy indifferent, we're everything. And nobody has the type of technology we have for the rates that we have. So we're the lowest among the real advanced software platforms. That's just a great place to be. It's because our technology is so new. We're not working off legacy technology that's 20 years old or 25 years old or 15 years old. We're basically on brand new high frequency middleware technology. It's more stable, it's faster, it takes a lot fewer people to support it. So we're able to deliver amazing technology cheaper.
And in addition to the technology side, education, especially when you're talking about these newer, maybe younger investors, that's another key piece of the puzzle here. You're obviously connecting with your audience every day. Can you talk a little bit about Tastyworks and the education aspect?
So tastytrade, which is our network, our financial network, is the largest digital network now in the world. And we have millions of viewers a month. We have on an average day between 120 and 150,000 daily viewers. On a month, it's 5 or 6 million, whatever it is. 10 million hours of YouTube videos. We are 100% free too. So we produce, even for non-Tastyworks customers, anybody that wants to use our site, all our archives are free, all our daily content's free, all our newsletters are free. So we just are a think tank content producing machine. Now we use it as content marketing. So for example, if you were interested in options, you can visit Tastytrade, get everything we have, we hold nothing back. I just finished a 3-hour show this morning. And it's all research-based, quantitative statistical and probabilistic research. No news, no technicals, no fundamentals. And so we're basically all in. And what we do is we present that want to, anybody that wants to see it, and we have an audience that's worldwide, and we use that as a goodwill marketing. So basically, I'm saying, I'm going to give you everything we have, and then hopefully you'll trade with us. That's it. Simple enough.
Yeah, so that sounds like some great lead gen there. Tom, thank you so much for giving us an inside look at what Tastyworks is all about. We really appreciate it.
Well, I love talking to you guys, and you've been great with Tasty over the years. So anytime we can help out, just give me a holler.
Great, we really appreciate it. Make sure to check out IBD's full Best Online Brokers report at investors.com/bestonlinebrokers.
Start investing better today. Learn more at investors.com/foundations.
The annual roundup of Investors Business Daily's Best Online Brokers is now available. And joining me today to talk about Fidelity is Scott Ignall. He's the head of Fidelity's brokerage platform. So Scott, can you talk a little bit about account growth in 2020? It was an interesting year with the COVID crisis. What did that look like, and how is Fidelity helping novice investors get started on the right foot in this market?
Yeah, thank you for having us today. I really appreciate it. Great question. There's been a lot of growth this year for sure. As of Q3 2020, we've seen a ton of growth, more than 3.5 million new accounts at Fidelity, 160% increase in trade volume, and a 65% increase in new account openings. So we now have more than 26 million retail brokerage accounts through Q3. And many of these accounts are novices. So the way we look at it is we view client education and financial investing content as a vital aspect of making our clients successful in these markets. To your question, it's of critical importance to make sure that our novice investors are getting all the help they need when they join us. A couple of things we've done to start on our side to make sure these novice investors start on the right foot. First of all, we've hired more than 9,000 customer-facing associates in 2020. With the help of AI and machine learning, we're surfacing help content to clients as quickly as possible right inside the experience. We have a new online learning center. Increase in trading and investment actions taken here after engaging with the education and thought leadership within the Learning Center. That's demonstrating both an increase in traffic, but also proving that we're providing the right education to our clients to help them answer their questions as they have those questions within our experiences. We've also added a lot of new things such as 1-minute help videos right inside the digital experience to help clients better navigate digital properties and sound investment decisions. So it's a wide-ranging effort. The goal is to ensure that more clients have all the tools they need to address safety.
And it's not only the educational component that is so important, but when you look at the product side, you look at things like fractional share trading, why is it important initiative, and why is it
Fidelity was one of the first brokers at scale to offer this. Some of the attributes that are important about fractional share trading are pretty obvious to us, but I want to make sure your viewers know it as well. The most important thing is, the ability to purchase high-priced stocks at a lower notional dollar amount. So you no longer need to worry about the price of the stock. If you have $5 to invest, you can buy $5 worth of Amazon, for example. The other thing is you no longer need a calculator to figure out how many shares you can buy with a certain amount of money. You can actually just say, I want to buy $5, $10, $100, $10,000 worth of stock. So it really opened up the aperture in terms of what clients can do. It brought in a lot of customers to us who are looking for that simplicity in investing. So our Fidelity Stocks by the Slice, which is what we call it, offers more than 7,000 stock and ETF choices, real-time trade execution, both market and limit orders. And we feel like that's a big differentiator in the marketplace compared to our competition, and we're really proud of it. And when you take that, you combine that with our zero index funds, mutual funds, as well as zero commissions and no minimums, no fees, we feel like we have a tremendous best-in-class offering for retail investors.
Yeah, and you mentioned technology and more of these access points for investors, and I feel like one of those big ones has been, mobile trading on your phone. How do you stay competitive in an increasingly mobile-first trading world, and are there any new innovations that you're looking at in 2021?
Sure, you're absolutely right. The mobile platform and the growth there is unbelievable. Platforms and capabilities that sit in your pocket is incredible. Our mobile platform is first, or at worst, mobile simultaneous. So we're ensuring that a lot of that functionality that we build is mobile ready and meet clients where they are. We're also ensuring that all of our functionality, even when it's on the website, is mobile native. So we'll scale down to a mobile browser, UV, and ultimately we know that our customers judge the mobile experience that we have at Fidelity against the best-in-class digital experiences throughout the industry. And that not only includes other financial services companies, but also even social media companies, right? Screen time is important, valuable. And we want to make sure that we're competing in the right way, providing the right and best use of our clients' time when they're using our mobile devices. So we put a lot of thought and expertise into our experiences. We also develop our mobile experiences with Gen Z and millennials in mind. They grew up digital first, and their instincts and expectations color our development, which benefits all generations. I would say in 2021, there are 3 key focus areas for us. One is to increase access to the markets through our new offerings. 2 is making sure that education and content is front and center, along with new podcast capability. So again, going back to the education team, making sure our clients are as educated and knowledgeable as possible. Number 3, just focusing on the experience, making sure it has as few clicks as possible, and as mentioned before, respectful of our clients' time and using their time in the most efficient way. And then the last point is just using our scale and leadership across many industries to find ways to produce unprecedented product offerings and value to our clients.
Well, Scott, it sounds very exciting to see what's coming ahead, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. We appreciate the time.
And to learn more about our annual Best Online Brokers Report, click on over to investors.com/bestonlinebrokers. For Investors Business Daily, I'm Alexis Garcia.
All of us here at IBD are excited to be able to offer you the ability to enhance our already proven trading strategies with the power of options. To learn more, go to investors.com/options.
Investors Business Daily's annual roundup of the best online brokers is now available. And joining me today to talk about Charles Schwab is Barry Metzger, Senior Vice President of Trading Services at Schwab. So, Barry, when we take a look at last year, it was an extraordinary year. Maybe talk a little bit about the growth that Schwab saw and what the company is doing to focus on.
Hey, Alexa, set alarm for 9 a.m.
Absolutely, Alexis. Happy to be here. Thank
Hey,
you for
Alexa,
having
set
me.
alarm for 9:15 a.m.
2020 was amazing year in terms of growth. We're seeing high levels of
Alexa, set alarm for 9:25 a.m.
really across all age groups, which has been phenomenal to see. Just a ton of interest in investing, a ton of interest in doing it yourself, which is great to see. But actually, with younger investors, this is a 2020 phenomenon. It's something that's been going on for quite a while. Actually, dating back to early 2019, more than 50% of the new accounts that have been opened up at Schwab have been householders under the age of 40, which is an awesome trend to see, right? Just more people who want to get involved in investing. So really, from our perspective, to get investors started on the right foot, especially new investors, it's really important to provide new clients with everything that they need to be successful. So that's a combination of research and education and tools and service, just so clients have the confidence that they need to get started and really enjoy their investing experience. So in 2020, we've seen upwards of 100,000 clients per month access our client learning center, which provides extensive educational articles and trading courses for really every type of investor.
You talked about the educational component, but I really feel like Schwab on the product side has been so innovative. I mean, you were one of the first to really implement zero-fee trading. That's become a standard in the industry now. So what other innovations are you looking at on the product side to keep customers engaged?
Yeah, well, as always, it always starts with the client. We're going to continue to listen to clients and innovate to meet their needs. So as you said, Alexis, zero commissions was certainly a big one, and certainly got a lot of clients' attention, which is great to see because it just goes to a no trade-offs philosophy that we've had for a long time, and that's to provide world-class service, education, and a platform to trade without any trade-offs just because we're going to zero commissions. So in that same spirit, what we saw last year was, I'll highlight 3 new products that we rolled out, which have garnered a lot of interest and proved to be early success. Schwab Stock Slices, I have to say that 3 times. Schwab Stock Slices, which allows clients to purchase the fractional shares of any stock on the S&P 500 for as little as $5 with 0 online trading commission. So think about this. Back on the theme that we were talking about before, new investors entering into the market, what better way to do that than with fractional shares and an easy way to engage into the financial market. So instead of spending thousands of dollars to buy 1 share of Amazon, you now for $5 can literally own a piece of Amazon through fractional shares and through Schwab Stock. So it's really an important way to get clients to start introducing them to the market, which is very important. 2 other products that we rolled out last year is the Schwab Plan. And Schwab Plan is really important. It's a free self-guided digital financial plan designed to help investors establish and stay on track toward their personal financial goals. And Schwab Plan is available to all Schwab clients. And then the last item that we rolled out last year was Schwab Intelligent. And this is something I'm personally very excited about, something we've been wanting to do for a long time at Schwab. But this is an income solution designed for people who want a simple, modern way to pay themselves in retirement or any other time from their investment portfolio. So this just gets to the old adage story of, look, it's really, really important to save and add access to your account. But at some point, you're going to start using them, and you need to be able to budget yourself and understand what your needs are relative to your income needs and be able to plan for that and track that. So between Schwab Stock Slices, Schwab Plan, and Schwab Intelligent Income, we really launched a great suite of products for our clients with companies.
Yeah, and on the product side, because I feel like the technology aspect has been so important just in the DNA of Schwab. And I look at partnerships that you have with names like Google and just really integrating some of this tech like artificial intelligence. How important are those partnerships in the strategic and moving forward, and what other types of
Helping your clients
technologies
plan
are
for
you looking for?
retirement seems very complex.
Well, Nationwide's easy to use
Yeah,
resources
they're
cut through
incredibly
complexity,
important
so I can spend more time
because,
helping my
we
clients.
know
Well, that's great because the
that
Greens
the
retired and their son Kyle moved home.
for personalization and
Oh, okay.
customization are incredibly important, right? And clients want to know that we're getting to know them as well and their needs, and we can anticipate. So, a couple things in regards to this particular department. I think you know, but in June of 2020, looking at putting that to that. So we intend to leverage this investment and help upgrade the investment solutions for Schwab retail investors and our all of the indicators of